Duim gasos oke Joanna binnen shedi vode od volvof kabakumid. Henda vitvan sephup shakri peveli vidvani koyoskak. Odnaka. Pijade eos piam giliem velimid vapapota nogin. Vonod lirak ol eos hani. Lin really eos vapolgalcitos, lin really eos trapolin, lin really eos binan bolsidi, lin really eos vapolgalcitos, lin really eos tapolin, lin really eos binan bolsidi. Two are come.
Sorry to interrupt you there.
Velboft eos sotrilakrun.
No further. Do they know they approach the sacred grounds? Doubtless you are right.
We saw your fire, that's all.
We're kinda asking everyone. Have you seen Prince Jared? We're trying to find him.
Spirit! A spirit walking with where? Why didn't you ask him?
I guess you haven't seen him then, huh?
Nobody approaches the sacred necropolis. Even princes. Be warned. Keep away.
We must travel no further. The necropolis is sacred to the Ferai.
Scree. Duh! Jared's vanished. Of course he'd never be seen in a place where nobody ever goes. We've got to check it out. Listen up. I'm sorry, but there's something you need to know.
She will speak.
That sacred place of yours isn't quite so off limits as you think. It's crawling with people.
Jen, allow me to handle this. Sir, the necropolis, we have evidence of Ferai presence there. Guards, archers.
That's what I said.
You have dared to set your dirty feet there.
My companion here lost her bearings and,
The point is, they are there. You know about that? What are they doing?
It is a sacrilege.
I'd say they're there for a purpose. They're using the cover of sacred land, guarded by yourself here, warning people off as a hideaway. And the one who is hidden is Jared.
Stop! Now, continue.
Sir, the only path to sanctity, the kingdom's survival, is for Jared to be found, and then Hearn will be able to relinquish his throne. We need to explore the necropolis.
No one passes this.
We're asking your blessing.
Meanwhile, there are soldiers stamping all over that hallowed place.
Stamping with their dirty feet.
Yes, and we're willing to get them out of there.
No more. You have my blessing. In these accursed days, we look beyond our first desires. Well, for the spirit. If you are to enter the necropolis, you will need this.
Looks like there's something missing from the lock.
Jared, is that you?
What have they done to him?
Your father has been wild with despair.
My father.
Take it easy. Come on, let me get these chains off you.
What happened to you?
On a hunt some moons ago, I was attacked by that fiend who sits at my father's right hand.
Who do you mean?
Captured, tortured, chained here ever since. Forced to listen as she came back and told me of each new act of wickedness she'd inflicted on my people. Each trick she played to inflame my father's misery.
What? Wait up. Davina did this to you? Your own mother?
No! Not my mother. That thing that calls itself Davina. That lies down with my father, set on choking out my bloodline. Bringing this realm to its knees. That thing is an imposter. A shape-shifter, not born of this land.
Highness, how can you be so sure when even your father, the king, suspects nothing?
She couldn't resist telling me. Smiled and said my mother lay in a chamber nearby. This imposter often goes there. I've heard chanting. Terrible noises.
Well, let's go and see if we can get in there then.
She's no fool. It'll be locked.
Ah, fine. I was only...
And the key, Highness?
If it's anywhere, the key may be in her rooms at my father's fortress. Yes, she suddenly took to keeping her rooms heavily guarded just before I was abducted. Now if we... You must help me. This imposter must be revealed. If I only had strength, we have to.
Save your strength, Highness. It is best that no one knows that we have discovered you here. Rest now while we find this key.
Yeah, and make him think I haven't untied you.
My friend, I am truly grateful for your help. I can sense your strength, even if you do not have a look of a warrior.
You wouldn't say that if you'd seen her earlier.
Okay then, Scree. Let's head for the fortress.
Please, take this talisman. It will prove your worth to my countrymen.
We will return.
Looks like you found an admirer.
Button it, Scree. We got a fortress to raid. We'll show him the talisman Jared gave us.
Gili inopiab, ubgasa duen.
Hijiwa Piab.
Dukaskon.
Wow.
It is rather grand, isn't it? The old kings would stage hunts here for the public, rituals as cruel as they were spectacular. Davina had always been opposed to the practice, and it was no surprise when it was outlawed after Hearn became High King.
Ooh, spooky. That statue reminds me of you somehow.
Ah, well, that's Abdizur. It's interesting that you mention it because...
Except he looks like a fearsome, impressive creature, and you, well, I mean, well, you're you.
Yes, well, as you say.
You should not have come here.
Abaddon.
The runes are cast. Abdizur is lost. Why fight me, daughter?
What have you done with Lewis?
Run! You've seen Belazur's strength! Quickly, then, hide! I need 5 more lodestones.
Nice work, Scree.
Now that took me back.
That was the thing that jumped me and Lewis at the club. What was it?
That's Belazur, a demon of chaos, Abaddon's most lethal killer. Where he travels, pain and suffering will surely follow.
You seem to handle him quite well.
The mighty form of Abdazur was thankfully at hand. Abdazur and Belazur have fought many titanic battles.
Yeah? Well, you and the big man made a great team. Don't you think so, Rocky Boy?
Belazur is far from destroyed. I merely bought us some time.
The face in the smoke. It was talking to me, wasn't it?
You saw a shade of Abaddon.
He called me daughter.
And then he sent a monster to kill you. Abaddon is chaos, Jen. Don't let him wreak havoc in your mind.
I want Louis Scree. I need Louis to be here.
Right. We are both thinking too much, and both feeling sorry for ourselves. All we need to think about, my girl, is a way out of this arena.
Isake panukak beap kyun salizn di samtaist. Miss Babin, Alixit hirvier agli. Bakin! Bakin!
Jen, we should, expect company.
This thing weighs a ton. I might need your help here.
Jen, this is a summoning stone, made from the same material as I am. If we get separated, you can use it to pull me back to you.
Okay.
And I literally mean pull. You'll see. At the height of his reign, before chaos descended. Wait there! I'll find some way to get you up! I'm I'm going to drop a rope down for you. Climb on up.
Okay, don't let go now.
The heart of the Fair Court. How can it have come to this? Let me get that.
Now, what brings outsiders to the Fair Court? If you're looking for the king, I think he has other things on his mind.
Like trying to figure out what you've done with your...
Well, hang on now, Jen. Let's not set off on the wrong foot.
Bakin!
Check this out. One of these must be the key we're after.
Excellent. Let's get straight back to Jared.
Do you have the key?
Yes, it was in the Queen's chambers, just as you said.
Thank you.
Permit me to go first, Highness. Who knows what we may find?
My mother is in there. I have nothing to fear.
I'm sorry, Jared.
Don't be. My friends, I don't need your pity. I need your help. I must destroy this thing that has so defiled my mother.
Of course, we'll do anything.
First, we must unmask the imposter. Do you know any way to break the enchantment?
I don't know. The creature has retained my mother's form, while these remains have stayed free from corruption. There is some dark necromancy at work here. Those chants I heard came from this chamber.
Fire.
What?
The spell must be broken. With your permission, Highness, we should cremate the body.
Let it be done. Mother, how did this befall us?
It's done.
What now?
Now, I will have my revenge.
The hex is broken. But you are too late to save your kingdom.
Not too late to tear your head off.
That too, boy. My final act as Davina was to order her most loyal guards to this chamber, expressly to kill you, their broken prince, along with this feeble mortal and her scuttling stone. Death. Right on time.
No! You've been deceived!
My lord.
Silence! My beloved boy. Silence. Guards, take up your arms. Serve your king, and see that this dissembling hag does not move. Jared, alive. My prayers are answered.
I let you down, Father. If I had not been captured, none of these terrible...
Chains, Jared, but I have been nothing but blind. A sovereign fool. Now you must be forever vigilant. Fight with your mind as well as your sword. And know that your mother and I are always with you.
I have much to tell you. We had no choice but to cremate my mother.
Enough! The ritual of succession has been delayed all too long. Now that you are safe, our kingdom can be strong once more. Only one task remains.
Are you ready to lead, King Jared?
I am ready. My people have much to thank you for. I will not forget you.
Who is that with Belazor?
I was too far away to see clearly. It could have been anyone.
You recognized Belazor, right?
Well, of course I did, but you mortals all look the same to me.
Mortal? What, it was a human?
Not exactly. The reach of chaos is long, and its demons take many forms. It, must have been another of Abaddon's servants. Come on, we must return to the Nexus.
You're holding out on me.
There's no time for this. Abaddon's forces are in motion.
Abaddon, Arella, big deal. None of this has anything to do with me, Scree. I just want to find my boyfriend and go home.
Scree is not your enemy, Jennifer. I sent him to guide and protect you.
You're Arella? Butterflies. That's not what I was expecting.
I am in all things, and I appear in many forms. I understand your frustration, but you must realize that our goals are one and the same.
I doubt that.
It's true. I wish to see you safely return to your home, but...
Why am I being roped into some turf war you're having with Abaddon, then? The way I see it, this is a personal problem. Yours.
Jennifer, if Abaddon gets his way, there will be no Mortalis for you to return to. At least not one you would recognize. For eternity we have existed here in the Nexus. He and I, the one balancing the other so that all can flourish. Without him, there would be no change, no decay. Life in the realms would stagnate. But without my presence, all would descend into the mindless frenzy of chaos. Both sides are needed for harmony. Darkness and light. Chaos and order. A balanced unity. But Abaddon has become obsessed with power. He would see me destroyed, my influence lost no matter the consequence. What happened in Solem was just the beginning. He will not rest until he has corrupted all the realms, yours included, and become the sole primal force.
This is all making me dizzy. I'm just a coffee shop waitress. Don't you need some kind of superhero helping you out here?
Come now. You have seen the power within yourself. Now unlocked, this will continue to grow. Your part in these events was sealed when you were but a baby. Journey to Aquis, and you will see more of the damage wrought by Abaddon's madness.
Okay. I'll go.
Continue to guide her, loyal Abdazur. She will need your strength when her full self is revealed.
She is a wild creature, but I believe her heart is good.
Hey, now this is more like it. It's beautiful, Scree.
Rather more to your taste than Solem, eh?
You said it. Just caught the sunset, too. Wow.
The skies are always golden here.
Okay, we'll write the brochure later. We're on business.
Precisely. Come on then, let's head for the water.
As in us in the water?
Naturally.
Uh-huh. One thing you should know, Scree. The girl can't swim.
You can't swim.
Oh? And you can, I suppose, a great hunk of rock?
I don't need to swim. Why go to all that trouble? I just sink to the bottom and walk.
This I must see.
Aquis is a water-filled realm, Jan. I was rather hoping... Well, I thought you mortals were...
Yeah, well, the city I'm from isn't a water-filled realm, okay? Of course, most parents took the trouble to get their kids out swimming. Some even went horse riding, too. Girl Scouts, tap classes. With me, you get none of that extracurricular crap, okay?
Fine, sorry.
What is that sound?
I'm not sure, but I believe it's coming from the middle of the lagoon, wouldn't you say?
Guess so.
You know, the Undine are a very cultured race, aquatic creatures, intelligent, great allies to Arella.
Like you say, intelligent.
And I gather they're extremely resourceful. Aquis isn't naturally the easiest place for them to survive. You may have guessed, I'm not a total expert on this realm, so maybe I should do a little exploring and report back.
Sure. I'll just settle down here and take in some rays. Good luck, Rocky. Sink and walk. Wait till they get that in the Olympics.